So today we're going to look at the 7 key features, the 7 key factors that build business value. We go 1 through 7, I'm going to point each one out. Then we'll come back later and deal with them in detail. You don't have to get all of these. If you just get one, do it very well. And a second one, start working on that. And go through the list. You may not have to do everyone. Everyone may not be available to you. But if you do 1, 2, or 3 and make some sort of progress in some of the others, you're well on the way to building a business of value. Let's get to work. The first of our key value drivers is infrastructure. Big word, let's get the big words out of the road early and we get onto the smaller words later, they're much easier. Whilst it's a big word, it's fairly simple what I'm trying to get across here. So your infrastructure, think of systems, think of teamwork, think of how it all goes together, think of documentation, think of your online systems, your IT, everything like that, everything that makes your business hang together. It's to do with assets, but it's not your assets because we look at them separately. So infrastructure leads to systems. Systems mean if I do A, B will happen. If I do A and C happens, there's something wrong with my systems. There's something wrong with my infrastructure. Things aren't working. You see, the promise of franchising, and we'll talk about franchising a little bit during this series, the promise of franchising is that if you buy this franchise and you take it and put it out 20 kilometres out of Sydney or 5 kilometres out of Sydney or in another state, it should work as well as the franchise that's working in the CBD. Apart from demographic difference, the infrastructure's in place, the systems are in place, everything's hooked up, you should be able to run that business profitably. So think about your infrastructure. You may not be able to put your finger on it at any one time in your business, but if you're wondering where things go wrong, your infrastructure is not working. It's the structure within your business. Get the infrastructure right and you'll be okay. So brand, your business has a brand, you better believe it. So the big brands, the brands that spend millions and millions of dollars, not just getting customers, but they do brand advertising. Why do they do it? A couple of things. They create slogans. They create sayings. Woolworths are the fresh food people. Coles, lower prices. Just go to every big brand, there's words that immediately roll off your tongue because they've created an image of what that company means and they've spent a lot of money. Now you may not have the money to spend on building a massive brand, but here's another thing that a brand is. What do people think about when they think about your business? When they're in the coffee shop and they're talking about that manufacturer down the road or that wholesaler or that retailer or that service provider, what are the next words that come out of their mouth? I can trust them, they're good, they were reliable, they gave me a refund when it didn't quite work. They're great at the counter, love their customer service, this is your brand. Put the checkbook away, don't spend big money on creating a big brand, spend good time creating a good name in the marketplace. That's your brand and that's what we'll think about when we think about your company's name. And then you've got a business of high value.